Hello, it's me, Inspector Jury, and I would like to try and meet Traveler 1967's accent challenge. I'm not sure I can do it very well, but I'm going to give it an attempt anyway. It might give someone a laugh or two. So I thought I'd start out with something pretty simple and for me, and that would be an Irish accent. So give me just a second here and I'll try and get myself in a kind of an Irish frame of mind, okay? Top of the morning to you. Just the other day I was talking to my friend Sean O'Brien and I said to him, Sean, how have you been? How's the wife? And he said the wife's just fine. She went to the doctor the other day. And he said she went out to check on her baby. You know, she's pregnant and she's checking on the child. And I was a little miffed at her, so I asked her, I said to her, Patty, did the doctor say anything to you about your big fat Irish ass? And she said, no, Sean, he didn't mention you at all. That gave me a bit of a chuckle, you know. Bar Sean, you know, you'd almost think he was British. And of course, because I'm not foolish, I'm going to tell you what each accent is before I do it, and then that way you'll say, oh, that's what that was. So this, by the way, is my Midwestern Indiana accent, and it's the most flawless one I do. I'm really good at this one. I am. I'd like to try to do a little Italian for you. The trouble is I don't really know any little Italians. Most of the Italians I know are pretty big guys, and they don't like me making fun of them. So I haven't had much of a chance to practice this one because, you know, I don't want to be a duck in the bullets, you know, or anything like that. So you know what they say, I have to just keep on practicing until I get this better, because like a Roma wasn't built in a day. Hey? Hello, my name is Hopper Singh, a skip and jump. I'm a Chinese man from mainland China. I live near the Great Wall. My last name is translates to flower. I guess I am what you would call a Chinese wallflower. Can dance. What can I say? Can you believe these folks coming all up in here? Chinese fellers and Italians and Irish peoples and, you know, all them kind of folk coming up in here in my video, making up their stories and talking about the way they are. The nerve of them people coming here into our country. I just can't hardly believe it. You know, they got them Mexican folks coming up from Mexico and them Canadian people all coming down out of the north from Canada. You know, there are both them places are just hotbeds of un-American activities. And I don't know what you're thinking. While this boy's doing him an old rednecks down Southern Hills type accent, but that's not true. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing my impression of a conservative. God bless you. Remember, I can say the most hateful things in the world, and then I can go to church on Sunday and say, Jesus, please forgive me for my attitude, and He will. And then I'm all pure as pure can be again. And I think that's just one of the most wonderful things about Jesus. He lets you hate. Ain't that wonderful? Anyway, there's my Southern accent. Hello. Mr. Holmes, please get in me handsome cab. I'll take you wherever you need to go. I would be my true honour to haul you to the north of London, or the south of London, or the east of London. But I don't go west, 'cause I'm not a young man. You should know that by now. You really should. And because I am a huge fan of Blunty 3000 and the Hill 88, and maybe even the Hill 89 if there is one, I really should try and do something Australian. The trouble is, they talk so damn funny. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do my Australian accent for you. The entire vocabulary of Australian I know. Crikey! I hope you enjoyed that. Well, just instant replay. Crikey! There you go. Wonder what a crikey is. You know, I suppose, like, you know, you're feeling all emotional and you're emo and you can't get the tears to come, and so, you know, you like grab some Vicks Vapor Rub and you put it under your eyes and the tears come flowing, and it's the crikey. There was an old man in the village by the name of Gamal, and one day as he sat talking to the children, he said to them, "You know, children, I can see in the dark. Totally, like you see in the daylight, I see in the dark the same way. Like everything is bright and perfect." And they said to him, "But Gamal, then why do you carry a torch?" And he said, "Why, that's very simple, so that you will not run into me." One day Gamal, walking down the road, saw some men coming towards him, so he quick jumped and hid behind a rock. The men, upon seeing him, jumped and hid behind a rock too. And finally, after a while, they all got tired of waiting, and they peeked out, and they finally came out and found out that neither of them were robbers, and that they were both good men. And one of them said to him, "Gamal, why are you here?" And Gamal said to them, "Why, I am here because of you, and you are here because of me." And that is the last I can tell you about Gamal. I'm sure there's other things, but I don't know them. I'm not that wise. Goodbye.